Craft, design, and launch NFTs effortlessly across multiple blockchains. From generating high-quality visuals to enhancing audio, scripting, and minting digital assets, CoAI's advanced tools empower creators of all kinds, developers, designers, artists, and innovators alike. Now available on mobile, CoAI brings everything you need into one seamless platform, giving you the power to create anytime, anywhere.
Click the link at the. All right, I want to react real quick to this Club Shay Shay interview. We had Damon Wayans on, and he was talking about black men wearing dresses in Hollywood. Before I play the clip, we've interviewed a lot of these, actors that wore dresses, and they had different responses. But let's play what he said first, and then we'll talk about it.
Black men get so much criticism for wearing dresses in movies when whites have won Academy Awards for doing said same thing.
Because blacks is gay. No, I don't know why. I just think, you can make anything an issue. For me, it's like, is it funny? Right? To me, Tyler Perry in a dress all day, every day, I'm there.
Right.
Hello. That's funny. Yeah. I don't care. It's funny. So, if you do it and it's not funny, then I got a problem with you.
Right.
Because you went through hair and makeup and you
Yeah, for that long period of time.
Yeah, and it wasn't funny.
Right.
White chicks, hilarious.
Yes.
Big Mama House, hilarious. I personally don't have a problem with
Right.
it. I don't know. I think we say it because we're crabs in the barrel sometimes, and we try to pull people down. But, like you said, Dustin Hoffman won an Academy Award.
Robin Williams
won an Academy Award. It's like I don't have a problem with it.
All right, so that's the clip that's going around right now. Obviously,
People
Club Shay
down,
Shay.
but
Here's what I'll say about it, because we interviewed, Miguel Nunez, and people I can't even remember right now. We asked him the question, and we got varying opinions from, it's just acting to some of them. Some people, one being Brandon T. Jackson, he said it did something to him mentally. So ultimately, I think it comes down obviously to the particular actor. Then you talking about Damon Wayans, a guy. His brothers are on this thumbnail below that you see right there on the right of me or the left of me, depending on how you watch it. So he really can't criticize it because his brothers did it. Um, However, I just think that it's hard to compare us to our counterparts, our European counterparts, because they don't have the same history that we have, etched in blood in this country. You know, um, Certain groups of people, I think, shouldn't do certain things because of the psychological effect and the history and things that actually happen, to them. You look at a guy like Flip Wilson, you know, um, which might have been the first one, and may have been somebody before him. What did he say? He said, the devil made me wear the dress. The devil made me do it. Right. Now, whether it was a joke or not, to me, I'm not taking it as a joke. And even though the actors may not see this as something that's wrong, they see it as a role. Because I asked a friend of mine, he said, no, just acting. I was like, well, you do it? He said, yeah. I was like, well, to each his own. It's just something I wouldn't do, um, because of the way I was raised and because of the way, it can be perceived and taken by a culture. Now, the directors and stuff that are making these men do this, yes, it's funny. But I always ask the question, and I say, well, how many other things can you do that's funny? How many other parts can we play that's funny? Why does it have to necessarily be a woman? And why does it always, have to be a large percentage of these black actors that have to take this role? Tyler Perry, Jamie Foxx had to be Wanda, you know, Martin, as we know, Big Mama. He also was Shanae. We can go down the laundry list of people that have put on these dresses, and just because Europeans did it, don't mean we got to get off of that because they did it. Don't mean we need to do it. We don't have to follow them and everything. It was a point in time we was the leaders, we was the trendsetters, we was the ones setting, the trends and setting what was acceptable and unacceptable. So that's a very, in my opinion, weak excuse by Damon Wayans, right? How is your son going to look at that? How are other black men, going to look at that when they see, all right, this man put on the damn dress and he was good at it. It was one of his most premier roles was putting on a dress. I just, especially, when you get into the subconscious and the psychological aspects of this. Now, just on the surface, just, oh, yeah, it's funny. He's really a man, though. But not when you got people switching over for real. Not when you got the image, and here's the most important part, or one of the most important parts is the image, how you are perceived in Hollywood. And not even just in Hollywood, how you depicted in Hollywood, but how you perceived, it means a lot. It means everything. Because the dominating image of a black male for so long has been docile, feminine, or very overly aggressive, can't control his emotion, a drug addict, a drug dealer. Hip hop does a number on us already. We got to go to Hollywood and put on the dress. We can't have more guys that's, businessmen, leaders, presidents, politicians, right? Role models, football coaches, lawyers. It got to be you wear a dress. You got to be a damn comedian. You got to be a gangbanger. You got to be a drug dealer. You got to be a woman beater. All these stereotypical things, right, are is the dominant image of black males in this country. Hollywood does a great job of depicting it. Hip hop, female hip hop, male hip hop. They don't like in your mind. It don't make you see like, hold on, like whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, nah, nah. Something's not right here. Something's not right. So that's how I feel. Even though, yeah, obviously I don't really rock with the Tyler Perry stuff. I came up on Shanae, Martin, obviously, and back then I didn't really realize, but I'm in my mind, like in my subconscious, like why you got to put on a dress for? Martin was funny as hell. He ain't need that role to put on a dress. Jamie Foxx didn't need to put on a dress. Now Tyler Perry, he might have needed to put on a dress. I mean, he's one that needs to put on a dress. But other actors didn't need to do it. Flip Wilson didn't need to do that. So you got to ask yourself, the people that are writing these scripts, what are they thinking in their mind? And I think it's more of a subconscious thing, like, all right, let's see how we can humiliate. Let's see what he's willing to do for this money. That's just what I think. That's why I would never do it. And I couldn't do it. Can't do it. Even if I was an actor, like it don't mean I'm not a versatile actor because I've dealt and talked to many actors. Matter of fact, I'm putting an interview up, which I'm very late on. Apologize to actor Luis Martinez if you see this. It's roles that we've talked to so many actors, actresses, and there's certain roles that people just won't do, but there's certain roles people will do. And even some of these guys that put on a dress, I don't think that makes them, any less of anything. I'm just talking about how you know the after lingering effects. You may be good from it, but what is it doing to the next people that's coming up, and the next person, and the next, and the next, and the generation of youth? That's how I look at it. These guys, I'm sure they're men, they probably sleep with thousands of women. They got wives, they got kids, and all that. But we have to ask ourselves at the end of the day, why and what's it really doing to the image? And if you don't think image is important, then we can't even have a conversation. Image is very important. But I'm gonna leave it there. I know we're gonna have varying different opinions. I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. But just be respectful is all I ask. I don't care if you disagree. Just be respectful. And if you can, hit the thumbs up button on the video and share the video. Thumbs up is cool too, but share this joint, man. Share it to a friend. Share it in your text message groups. Share it on Facebook. Share it on X. All that. And I really, again, not ask for no donations. Your donation, excuse me, for this channel could be liking, sharing, and subscribing if you're not already subscribed. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section.